1.8 billion users logging into YouTube every month, and we're going to eat lunch because I'm hungry. The food vlog is back on this episode, but no plastic straws. California, baby, we banned plastic straws. All that and more on this episode of Unbillable. No, let's talk about this for a second. Jessica, our lovely receptionist, brought this in on like September 27th. And let's be honest, too early. October 1st is the first time you're allowed to put out your Halloween decorations. And let me make something really clear. If you have Thanksgiving stuff out right now, or God forbid Christmas stuff, it's October 1st. You're in the wrong month. Halloween stuff now, Thanksgiving stuff in November, Christmas stuff in December. Don't make us pass a law, just listen to what I tell you. We haven't eaten the vlog in so long, it might be time to go back to Chipotle. When was the last time what? Yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Dude, Chipotle, if you're listening, sponsorship, hello. Oh wait, and as long as I have you listening to me here, Chipotle, the chorizo's back, dude, leave it back. Leave it alone, leave it here. Originally, I was gonna talk about like the actual assembly bill number, but you don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that to talk about plastic straws. Like, for example, we should just start with that one right out of the gate, because that one I think is a little weird for me. I mean, like, first of all, let me start like this. I care about the ocean a lot. Killer whales are like my favorite animal. So I don't want animals, I like sea turtles. I don't want them to be suffering. I actually cut all my, like, you know, the 6-pack plastic wrapper, you know what I'm talking about, the little rings? I cut mine. I don't want anything bad to happen to, like, birds or animals in the sea. But in California, beautiful California, we just passed a law to ban plastic straws, but we're not even really banning plastic straws. We're making it so that restaurants don't give you a plastic straw without you asking for one, in hopes that that will reduce the amount of plastic polluting the ocean, rivers, streams, etc. environment. I'm hungry, let's go eat. But hold on a second. I'm gonna get a straw here, you know that, right? Like, we're gonna walk into this Chipotle right now, We're gonna walk into this Chipotle right now, we're gonna get a paper cup when we get our food, and we're gonna put a plastic straw in it. No one's gonna make us ask for anything, nothing will have changed inside the Chipotle. This is a law that's gonna limit the amount of plastic straws used by, like, let's just say full service restaurants, so that you'll have to ask for a straw. If you ask for a straw, they're gonna give you a straw. So do we ban straws? It's enough about straws, let's get food. As we walk in now to grab our food, I told you I'm gonna fire off a couple of these because I read this article today that talked about some of the new laws vetoed and signed by the governor, and like another one was gonna control the start time for schools. Like, set a specific, school can't start before 8:30 because people think children aren't getting enough sleep. The governor vetoed that bill, so your school can still set its own start time. Think about this though. Freedom? What happened to freedom? Government controlling the start time of school? Well, they're not though. They vetoed that one. Solid fire truck outside Chipotle. You know, I think I mentioned previously, when you see police or firemen, you're in the right spot. Just further confirming Chipotle is the spot. What are you pointing at, a cop car? Yeah. Oh yeah, you are, literally. So that's what I'm saying. This is a good spot to eat. I know my stuff. More importantly though, another stupid law. How about, like, children's food meals? They put up a law to make it so that the default drink to come with a kid's meal is gonna be water or milk. No more juice, too much sugar. No more soda, too much sugar. All right, so we've talked about 3 things so far. We've talked about how you can't have straws in your drink. We've talked about how kids can't have sugar in their drink. And we've talked about start time for schools. How about last call for alcohol? I don't know if you know this, but California was thinking about having a trial run to push our drinking cutoff time from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. You know, believe it or not, Palm Springs was going to be one of the cities they were to test this on, but they're not going to do it. The governor vetoed that bill. Sorry, everybody, last call will remain at 2 a.m. in California. I mean, should there be a last call at all? Freedom. If I own a bar, shouldn't I be able to serve drinks as late as I want? Well, no, you can't. There's a 2 a.m. cutoff, and that cutoff is there to help, I mean, I think technically it's there to help law enforcement so that they don't have to be enforcing so much DUI-related stuff all the time. At least that's been the argument. Regardless, vetoed by the governor. 2 a.m. is staying the drinking time, not later. Sorry about that, everybody. Go to sleep. Should we go with a fifth? You want a fifth one? How about, no, this one's not that ridiculous. I like this one. They have certain like code enforcement, certain laws that you violate where the city has to enforce it against you. In addition to the fine, they've been sticking you with the prosecution fees. Think about it. Like, let's say you have too much garbage in the front of your house. So you get a code violation for having too much garbage in the front of your house. Then, when they take you to court to enforce that code violation, they're going to charge you for the prosecution fees. Not anymore. This just got banned in the state of California. The city and the county cannot stick you with the prosecution fees. I actually had a case like this one time, and they were trying to jam my client, with the prosecution fees. I'm happy to report that it didn't happen in my case, and I'm happy to, more importantly, to report that's a good law. That's a good law. That's not bad. I'm good with that one. Have you had enough? You don't think I have any more left in me, do you? You're wrong. How about they legalized marijuana? Now, that's not new for right now. That's been going on since the beginning of 2018. But did you know that they proposed a law to separate enforcement of DUI-related offenses when it's alcohol versus when it's cannabis or marijuana? And the idea being they wanted to keep track of when are the DUIs, because obviously you can get a DUI right now for being high, driving under the influence, right? Influence of marijuana or any controlled substance would qualify. But they wanted to differentiate between marijuana-related DUIs and alcohol-related DUIs. The governor vetoed that. I got a feeling it was going to cost too much money to like separately keep track. That's just my instinct tells me it's probably a money decision, but the governor vetoed that as well. So DUIs will remain DUIs, regardless of whether they're weed, alcohol, pills, or anything else. I know you can't see this, but that Kia Soul got way too close to me. I was a little nervous right there. All right, so we just talked about 6 laws that I remembered off the top of my head because that article really ticked me off this morning. You know what else is ticking me off? This whole Kavanaugh thing. I know not all of you are following me on the Instagram. I think you should. Make sure you check us out on Instagram. Put it up right there. There you go. And but this guy Kavanaugh, like waiting for the Supreme Court. I don't want to talk about the sex assault allegations. Like whether you believe it or don't believe it, that can be up to you. Here's what I do want to talk about. If you want to be a neutral, a judge on the Supreme Court, you're supposed to be a neutral. If you want to be a neutral, you need to be neutral. I kind of feel like his prepared remarks where he started talking about the smear campaign made it pretty clear that he thinks of himself as a Republican and he kind of thinks the Democrats are out to get him. Now, if you're going to be a member of our Supreme Court, regardless of whether you're blue or red, regardless of whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, you're going to be making decisions that go to policy opinions coming from these two major parties. I'm not so sure you're still neutral if you have what appears to be a lot of animosity towards an entire party, the Democratic Party, for coming after you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not standing here telling you that I'm a Republican or a Democrat. I'm standing here telling you that I'm a lawyer, and the Supreme Court is the highest job that anyone in my field can get. And so, you know, I just want people that are respected to have those spots. I want the best and the brightest to be leading our nation from the highest court that we have, and so that's all I'm looking for. If you think that's Kavanaugh, then great, confirm him. If you don't, throw him back. There are a lot more out there. Let's get the next best, but let's get the best and brightest person, put him in the seat. Let's have respect for that person for their entire life. Let's not worry about laws that we like and don't like. I mean, that's really what this episode is about. And if you like it, hit the like button. If you have something you want to share with me, maybe you think kids should be allowed to have sugary drinks or schools should start whenever they want, put it in the comments below. Maybe you want to talk about Kavanaugh. I'm not afraid. Put it in the comments below. And of course, subscribe to keep up to date with me and everything going on with our amazing vlog, Unbillable. We appreciate you. New t-shirts coming soon, and we'll see you on the next episode of Unbillable.